2014, and I wanted to command you to study for your finals, because if you don't, you won't be qualified to play children's card games. We got there in the end.
Way in the back, do you actually have your hand up against the wall? Yes. Oh, jeez. Sing Magic Dance as Jack Atlas, okay.
USA! You remind me of the bay!
What bay?
The bay with the power!
What power?
The power of motorcycles!
Motorcycles?
Yes!
Do
Remind me of the bay! I saw my USA crying hard as USA could cry. What could I do? My USA's bike had gone and left my USA blood. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Slime and snails, or puppy dog's tails, thunder and lightning, and USA said, car games are motorcycles.
I don't think I've ever tried singing in that voice before, and I don't know if I succeeded this time either. Right over here with the black wig. Hi. Oh, you have it. Hey. It is you. Fantastic.
Oh, it's you. Okay, what is your favorite song that you've ever done?
Oh.
Like, my personal favorite being the one that you did. That time without Yugi. What is your favorite?
Without Yugi, I'm so white in that video. My favorite song, as far as production quality-wise, I think Pharaoh's Throne is my favorite. Because Yami actually sounds kind of cool when he's singing. I didn't expect that. And my wife thinks I actually sound kind of sexy in that song. That's a point of pride for me. But I really enjoyed the end product, because Shady Box mixed it and he did a phenomenal job. But one of my personal favorites, just because I'm 5 years old, is the version of Dragon Soul by Naruto, where penis and vagina. But the reason I like it so much is because I had a very fond memory. I went to Ireland and I was signing autographs, and this family came by, and there was this very small boy with them, and he was very shy and he didn't say anything as he walked up, and he didn't talk to me, he didn't ask for an autograph, and I was like, oh, he probably just is with his family. And then the dad comes up to me and goes, he loves the Naruto Dragon Soul song that he's singing, and I'm like, why did you let him watch that video? And I look at him and I'm like, you like that song? And he's like, and I'm like, okay. And then I'm just like, penis and vagina, and he starts singing it with me. I was so proud of myself. There was another, anytime I meet a small child who is vaguely aware of my show, it's an interesting experience. I did a show in Vegas where this mother came over with a kid, and the kid had like a custom shirt made that said #1 Yu-Gi-Oh fan. And she came over and she was like, are you the guy? And I'm like, which guy? And they're like, the guy. And I'm like, oh, maybe? And they're like, the guy that does the voices. And I'm like, yes, I do voices. And I didn't think to ask which voices, but they were very excited, and they were like, what Yu-Gi-Oh characters do you voice? And I'm like, oh, pretty much all of them, Yami, Yugi, and they was like, do your Yami, Yugi voice for him. And I'm like, okay, Mind Crush, it's time to duel. And she was like, does that sound like the guy? To the kid, and the kid goes, and I'm like, oh, I'm Joey as well. And they're like, oh, do your Joey voice. And I'm like, Brooklyn Rage, yeah. And he's like, oh my God. And so I signed a few things for him, and he left, and then I realized, wait, he thought I was the real Yu-Gi-Oh voice. I felt so bad, because I confused the family. Over there with a pink sleeve. Is what still the most?
Cereal is the most important floor of the day. I love walking on the cereal.
I did a Let's Play of Slender where Marek, he says that the sound effects for the footsteps sound like he's walking in cereal, so he's like,
it's the most important floor of the day.
I really enjoyed that. I need to do more of that. That's a lot of fun.
Hey guys.
No face.
Okay, I'm done. Question.
Yes.
The request is, could I get you to say, in 21 episodes, Namaka is going to explode.
Namaka. In 22 episodes, what's going to explode?
Namaka will explode.
Namaka will explode. And what voice?
As Frieza. Okay, let me know when. In 22 episodes, Namaka will explode, was it? Okay, let me try it again. In 22 episodes... Yama-Con 2014. In 22 I'm doing Naruto. Hello, I'm Frieza today. In 22 episodes, Namaka will explode.
And you had a question as well, right?
What inspired you to get into it?
What inspired me to get into abridging? Well, it's hard because when I first started Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, there wasn't really any other abridged series out there. And YouTube was in its infancy, so I was kind of flying blind. But the thing that really inspired me to start the show was I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And I thought, this show is so ridiculous, but it takes itself so seriously. I love it. I love everything about it. The characters are great, the story's great, I love the whole Egypt theme that's going on. And I wanted to do something with it, because I was going to write fan fiction, and I did end up writing some fan fiction, but I really love doing silly voices. It echoes back to my days as a school kid when I would do impressions of my teachers to make people laugh. And I just looked at Tristan and I was like, I can kind of do that voice, let's do that. And so I wrote episode 1 in the space of 5 minutes, and you can really tell. And I released it, and 12 people liked it, and then 1,200 people liked the next episode, and then 1 million people were watching it like a few months later, and I was like, oh, what happened? Where did these people come from? Get out of my house! But yeah, it was a strange, like I was treading like new ground, like with that. I sound so pretentious when I say that, but like literally nobody else was doing like a bridge series at the time, and it's great to have seen so many like sprout off. Sprout, is that really the word I want to use? It's great to see so many other shows flourish as a result of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged thing. And if I could have accomplished one thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, it's that Team 4-Star exists today. I'm really happy to say that I know those guys and that they're doing the work that they're doing. So yeah, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the answer to the question. Right here.
Yes, I was wondering, other than, Team 4-Star, do you watch any other abridged series? Like, because one of my friends did an abridged series of Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
He is Son of Sparta 13 on YouTube, and I was wondering if you happen to have seen that.
I have not seen that one. I've actually never played or seen Devil May Cry in any form. So
well, you should check it out, because I also do voice acting on there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Son of Sparta 13, was it?
Son of Sparta 13, look up Devil May Cry.
I will check it out. But as far as other abridged series that I've seen the ones that I'm in, but I've also seen, my favorite abridged series is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Abridged by Amfish. She does an amazing job. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It's the funniest thing ever. I'm big into Non-Peace and Code Ment. I think those are hilarious. What else? One Kids and No Whacking and Jerry 64X's Pokemon Bridged is fantastic. I'm naming ones that I'm in though, that's the problem. What am I not in that I like?